No, that have you ever had a conversation with just a casual conversation with somebody that you don't really know?
I put that shit all the way up. I'm like, yo, what's up with my mic the whole time?
And you ever get into the conversation of like, oh, you drink? Like you like, what do you drink? And then you ever say like, oh, I like whiskey, scotch or whatever. Well, how do you take it? Like you drink it like ice or you drink it straight? My like thought process is like if you tell them, oh, I drink it with ice, and they be looking at you like,
soft ass nigga.
They're alcoholics because they're like, why you dilute it?
Right.
And I've caught myself saying like before, be like, don't put ice in your shit.
You watering it down.
You watering it down, and I'm like, wait, I might have a problem.
Nah, it's funny when people ask me like, oh, what do you drink? I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, it's easier to say what I don't drink than what I do drink.
I'd be like, I drink anything.
Yeah, like whiskey, vodka, tequila, sometimes soda. Put a little juice in my shit. Sometimes I get mixy.
There's people that think drinking mixed drinks or even having chasers makes you look
soft.
Like Well, those people are toxic.
I mean, well, you got a straw in your shit right now, so perfect example. Somebody said, "Oh, this is the difference between somebody being confident in their masculinity." And one of those episodes we had where we were talking about the straw and the Jack and Coke thing.
They said that you have the toxic masculinity and I'm comfortable with mine. I'm like,
okay.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, because he can make jokes about sucking dick and be perfectly
I'm just drinking out of a straw here, guy.
I'm just saying.
All right, let's get the show started, right? All right. Welcome, everybody, back to the Man Cave Podcast.
Riddle me this. What is always for sale, but not on sale?
I'm sure you'll tell us.
Real estate. So I'm the realtor riddler.
Do you actually have any other actual like riddles?
Yes, I did.
Throw one at me. I'm horrible at riddles, so.
If you remove a hand, there's still some left. What am I?
If you remove a hand, there's still some left. See, riddles are always like, they force you to overthink.
I promise you this one's very corny.
Okay.
It's very cheesy.
Remove a hand.
It's like a dad riddle.
I don't know, tell me.
Handsome.
I like it. I like it. Because I'm a corny joke guy, I like that one.
Yeah, so when I read that one, I was like, oh, this is good. I like this one. And the other one I have is, what type of bank doesn't have money in it?
I don't know.
A riverbank.
Yeah.
I
like the other one a little more.
Yeah. That one was
play on words and
the Riddler ain't the most hilarious.
Right, my bad is just trying to take down Gotham while embarrassing Batman along the way.
Making everybody realize he ain't as smart as he.
Which that's why I actually appreciated the Robert Pattinson Batman that came out. They went the Riddler route, and they really showed the true skill of the Riddler and outsmarting Batman. So I really enjoyed that one.
Yeah, no, Batman's not that smart. So.
Well, he's the greatest detective.
Okay, if you say so.
I'm not saying so. It's in the proof is in the pudding.
I don't think so, but.
All right, do we want to get into why you hate Batman so much?
I don't know. He's just
he wears the Riddler costume.
I wear the Riddler costume because I like people who be beating the shit out of Batman, which is literally everybody that he fights, so including the Scarecrow. Except sometimes Scarecrow get waxed, but
he definitely get thrown around.
Yeah, I mean, it's a nerd with nerve gas. So how much damage is he really gonna do?
Pretty substantial amount, I think. If you nerve damage, is pretty
crazy.
like
you're talking about the grand scheme of things, sure, but not with this dude who walk around with potions in his pocket like he Harry Potter, he got antidote for everything.
Yeah, I mean, the only thing that I don't like about Batman is its fan base. They swear that man is he's Jesus
a god.
Christ.
Yeah,
in a bad outfit.
Oh, he could beat Goku if he's given enough prep time. Shut up. Batman is a human like us. He just trained in martial arts, and he's a billionaire baby, right?
Yeah. There's something about having your parents killed in an alleyway, I think, that really just
You just made this just go completely.
That's
left.
what happened. That's his backstory.
Yeah, but why you gotta say it like that's something that happens every day? Like,
I don't know how often it happens.
Like anybody could be Batman if your parents get shot in the alley.
Well, they have to be billionaires.
Yes.
And then they get shot in an alley. I don't know if that's happened yet.
I doubt it.
All right. Happy Halloween. This episode's coming after Halloween, though. It'll be November 2nd.
It's our last October
basically,
episode.
Merry Christmas. That's how quick the world works right now.
Real rap.
But next year we got to plan some to actually like dress up for Halloween.
I'm dressed up. What are you talking about?
Yeah, but I think we didn't plan anything like together.
I thought it was pretty obvious. I was in this costume all day.
You didn't say, "Hey, go grab."
I didn't think I had to
Communicate with me.
Okay. You literally stalk my Instagram, so I thought you would have gotten the hint.
You know what it is? It's like I was thinking about doing it, but since you didn't like ask me to join in on you, I was like, I guess he doesn't want me to do it.
Oh, okay.
Toxic.
You sound like somebody I know. Like, oh, well, you didn't invite me, so
yeah.
So I'm not
I
invited.
guess I won't be there.
Oh my god!
But I guess next year we'll dress up as like racist stereotypes of ourselves. So I'll dress up as like a gardener or like, you know what I mean?
And what am I?
Landscaper.
Nah, say it. What am I gonna be?
I was hoping you'd say.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Prisoner, I think, right? You could probably use your dad's getup if he still has it.
A hand-me-down jumpsuit.
Crazy.
Oh, look, this the number that I had. This is on my chest when I was in there.
Crazy.
Oh my god, bro, that's hilarious. You're actually a funny ass dude. What kind of things have you been looking at this week?
Dude, I ran across or came across what may potentially be the funniest commercial for like a lawyer.
Okay.
And I have to show it to you because the progression throughout the video is really what makes it.
It's not that John Morgan dude.
No.
Oh
No,
my
no.
god, he's trash.
Stan the Hammer. That's what
Stan the Hammer.
but the progression throughout is really what puts it all together for me.
Serious injuries? Don't despair. Just pick up the phone, call me. I'm Lowell, the Hammer Stanley. I will hunt down everyone responsible for hurting you. I will make them pay dearly. If you want all the money you need, the money you deserve, call me. 459 cash. I'm Lowell, the Hammer Stanley. I want to get you all the money the law says is
What
yours.
the
Lowell,
fuck?
the Hammer Stanley. 459 cash.
Bro, what
Yo, if that's
is
not
wrong
what
with
my
him?
lawyer is, I don't know if I want him.
Bro, what is wrong with him?
My lawyer need to be a shark like that, yo.
Nah, he ain't a shark, bro. At home stabbing his kid.
My man definitely did a line of coke before he did that video.
Since we're talking about angry people, I gotta show you this shit.
Bro, the progression of that is what really kills me because he starts off just telling you what he's gonna do. Then he starts really fucking perfect, dude. I'd hire him. I'd come after everyone that hurt you.
But you know what's funny? Like TikTok has like no rules when it comes to what you can post outside of pornography, and even then, like they'll let you.
TikTok is such an odd thing. So we had a comment on one of our clips. I don't even remember which one it was, but he said "trash ass podcast." Right. So I responded with just the clown emoji.
Right.
And TikTok was like, this crosses our policy. You can't put that up.
Are you serious?
Yeah. And I was like,
when his comment wasn't
He
deleted?
just said that it was a trash ass podcast. That was allowed. I can't throw up an emoji.
Yo.
And then I tried to like, you know how they be like fight it or whatever. So I like, and it was like dispute.
Yeah.
And they were like, yeah, we reviewed it. Can't do it. I was like, are you fucking kidding me, TikTok?
Wow. Okay. So this is like, I don't know, something that somebody sent me. Someone I love dearly. 1 minute of major red flags.
Oh boy.
Ma'am, miss, madam, I'm more scared than a vampire reading a garlic knots recipe. This isn't even the ick. This is the... Nuh-uh. This man is Wimbledon, okay? Serve him a breakup. Let somebody else court you. Other tennis puns.
Right.
Girls same age. Girls younger than me.
This was super.
Hey, fellas, dudes, male trio. Did someone lend y'all a digital clock? Because you're on borrowed time. Take this down before the law does.
This is why men can cheat and women can't. Men and women have.
I wanna hear this guy out.
definitions of what being loyal means.
Sir, I am more confused than a cat at a laser show. Webster doesn't have two different definitions of loyal. What are you making your own dictionary? What's it called, Fipster?
No, it's called Dictionary.
Hey, fella.
This fucking guy, yo.
In a hallway full of hooks. This is appalling. Where is your mother, young man? Actually, no. Where is your mother? Is she okay?
But it's like,
So the first guy, was he upset or was that like aggressive?
see, you don't
celebration?
understand it because y'all are cut from the same cloth.
Who?
You and the first guy.
What do you mean?
She announced that she was having a boy. He took the knife that was in his hand that he used to cut the cake and stabbed every balloon in the room. You don't get it.
No. Like, I don't know why he did that. Why'd he do that, Larry? Explain it to me.
Because he's a fucking psycho. This video is about red flags.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, but I'm just trying to.
Bro is a documentary
maniac.
waiting to happen. Like,
I don't understand that reaction.
no, not at all. Right? Oh, okay. Yeah.
You understand it more?
You definitely understand.
How me questioning his actions?
We had a whole episode that was like 20 minutes of you explaining how you almost killed every taxi driver in Atlantic City.
Okay, well,
Now all of a
that's-
sudden you don't understand anger.
That he was angry
No,
for having
but
a son.
He got some deep rooted issues for sure.
That's
I don't
how-
know if it was anger on the surface.
That's the problem. I don't know what that was, but I do want to hear about the guy talking about women can't cheat, but men can. I saw this. What is it? A tweet, I guess. Where somebody was
An
like
X. You saw
an X.
Oh, God. That's so fucking stupid.
Where he was like that. There's the difference is like men can cheat and still love you. Like don't get it confused. Just because I cheated doesn't mean I don't love you anymore. I was like, what the fuck, bro?
I mean, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't think if you love somebody, you're going to go out and intentionally hurt them.
Yeah,
it's
I
kind of
think
like the opposite of love, right?
the oldest argument for these bozos is like, oh, like women need an emotional attachment in order
Which
to
is
have sex.
Kinda
So
true.
if a woman cheats, it's way worse than if a man cheats because a man is just trying to fuck.
Do you agree or disagree with that, though?
I agree with it.
You just did all that.
Called the bozos. I get what you're saying. Hey,
Yeah, no. I think it's because like it's harder for a woman to step out on her partner unless there's like some like crazy incentive for it. And I don't want this to turn into like relationship advice podcast shit, but
from a guy wearing the Riddler outfit.
Yeah. What has two lips and doesn't? Wait, so. But not like it. Just like I think the emotional part comes in because like dudes, we're just raging hormones from the time we're 13, 14, and I'm sure women have the same issue, but there's no like societal limit placed on us. Like people encourage us to go out and spread your seed and blah blah blah. No, date around. Weigh your options. Like we've been hearing that since birth. Women are just now starting to kind of like get that. So I feel like they gotta have like an emotional connection or some like he's got to be like promising her some crazy shit that her partner at home is not promising for her to step out and do it. Whereas a guy, he might just be wrong place, wrong time at the strip club, getting his balls rubbed, and then just boom.
Accidents happen.
Accidents happen. Have you ever been to us? You have never been.
No, we talked
yeah,
about
we
it.
did.
Yeah, I don't need that kind of validation.
What the fuck are you trying to say?
I didn't really say anything, I think.
I think you're trying to say that I need validation from a stripper.
Paid validation?
You pay for your validation at home.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
You know.
So don't do that. Like, what the fuck?
Did you just call my wife a stripper though?
No.
Wait a minute.
Definitely
Let me
didn't.
get her on the phone.
She make a mean cheesecake though.
Yep. Another thing that I stumbled across that I thought was pretty interesting is scientists, I don't know how these people do what they do, apparently have figured out what a T-Rex actually might have sounded like. And it's actually way more terrifying than what we have in like Jurassic Park.
Oh, okay.
I do have it. I was just trying to lay the groundwork here.
Yeah. No, I get it, George. I'm not taking it personally. I'm just waiting for you to play the fucking video. What the fuck?
I feel like that's way more terrifying. If
Do
I hear
you
that in the
really?
dark,
Bro, that sounds like a fucking goose.
I've never heard a goose before.
You've never heard it? I'm not even about to Google that shit.
Goose
You are
noise.
either trying to troll me.
No, I've never heard a goose before. Is that what they sound
They
like?
sound similar to that.
I feel like that's kind of scary.
something-
Like if I was in the dark in the woods and I started hearing that noise, I'm terrified.
First of all, no, it sounds like a bird for real.
Aren't they birds?
The Tyrannosaurus Rex?
Aren't they all like a version of bird?
No, I think birds are versions of them.
Oh, I guess, yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Chicken or the egg.
97 shit. That's all good. Nah, I think I like the Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I mean it's way
Adaptation.
more exciting. That's
that
gonna be
other
clipped.
shit. That other shit is. It sounds like a broken horn. It sounds like an angry grandmom in traffic. That's how my grandma hit her horn when she driving.
Hilarious.
She be pissed. Everybody get the beat.
No, I thought it was creepy.
Nah, I don't. And I'm pretty sure no scientist came up with it. I'm pretty sure you got trolled on TikTok.
Or I made the sound.
Yeah. Like, do people actually just like see shit on the internet and be like, oh, this is 100% true? Like,
Yeah.
like nobody does any research to see.
I don't
if they're
need to.
being
Somebody
lied
else
to.
already did, and they made, they were kind enough to make a video out of it.
Why do I feel like you low key
share it
telling
with
me
me.
your fucking real thought process
right,
behind?
look. There's endless information out there. I can't go out and find out everything.
You can find out the shit that you're interested in, though.
Yeah, but I don't know what I'm not interested in. And then I stumble across, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Cool. Let me keep it moving. Put that into the inventory and spit it out as facts later.
So you're just loading your head with potential lies and bullshit, all for the sake of.
As long as it sounds good.
Oh my God. Don't be like George, man. If somebody tells you something, like, do your own homework and at least try to figure out whether it's true or not. Like the shit in Palestine and Israel.
What's that?
What do you mean? What's that?
Why do you say what is going on there?
Well, do you know they're at war?
I've heard.
You've heard.
I don't really know. I don't watch the news or even somebody
Nobody in your circle talks about
I don't talk to anybody in my circle. I've been at work all week. My circle is my wife and kids.
Yo, actually, fuck the whole. Not fuck it, because it's obviously important. But we'll table that for later. Can we talk about how fucking like almost depressing it is being an adult, bro? You get up and you go to work, you go home to your family. That's the end of your day.
Yeah.
Now that's like obviously you get joy out of being with your family, but it's like if you want to just go do something for you, or because I'm sitting in the house the other day, I'm like, oh, I might as well go watch the game. And I'm like, oh, who can I hit up to go watch the game with? And I was like, oh, nobody.
Because they are
And I'm
families.
like, yeah, everybody has families, and everybody's in the fucking house, and it's just me. I just got married. So, like, the people that I would go out and hang out with on, like, the weekends or whatever, I don't even talk to anymore. So I'm
Because
just
they
like,
out trying to holla, talk to chicks and do shit like that? Or is
I
that
don't
just
know.
not your vibe?
It just, like, they just kind of disappeared after I got married.
Oh, they was like, he's off the market. No real reason to be hitting him up anymore.
What you mean?
What do you mean?
Why you gotta turn everything I say into something gay, bro?
Who did that? I was saying that you got married.
I'm off the market, so there's no reason for them to hit me up.
Yeah, you're not about to be out here trying to talk to no women.
Well, you didn't say it like that. And now you making these stupid ass eyes is what's making me feel like I know what I was talking about in the beginning.
You really don't. I didn't mean it that way. It's odd that you would take it to that place. I was just saying that you're a married man now.
So based on your track record, it's odd that what I said is.
I think that we've been talking together for a long time. You need to be able to kind of
differentiate. No,
you can't.
I know when you're full of shit, and for the most part, because sometimes you'll look me dead in my eye.
But the thing is, no. Honestly, you get it wrong pretty regularly, which I'm not surprised because my wife gets it wrong often too.
Maybe that means you have a problem.
It's not me. It's everyone else that has the problem.
No, it's something wrong with you. No. But did that happen to you when you got married? Like, did your friends just drop off the face of the earth, or is it just me?
I think it happened more when I had kids. It was like, but I don't know if that's they dropped off the face of the earth,
or you dropped off,
or I dropped off the face of the earth.
Probably you.
Because then I'll be hearing like weeks go by. Oh yeah, me so and so and so and so went out to go do this and that, and I'm like, God damn, motherfucker, I didn't even get a text. Oh yeah. You didn't think you'd be free. I'm like, you didn't even give me a chance. I wasn't gonna be.
Right. let me say no. Yeah, no, that's valid. Yeah, I don't know. This is a weird space just being an adult. Like, you have so many responsibilities and shit. And sometimes I still feel like a kid. Like, I'm 32, but I feel like I'm 20, 23, 24. I feel young. And I got a fucking head full of gray hair.
Apparently that doesn't go away.
Really?
I've had conversations with people that are in like 50s, 60s.
I still feel young.
And they're like, yeah, like I know I'm this old, but I mentally don't think that I am.
Because what does that even feel like?
Yeah.
Like, I'm always in pain.
Yeah, I think if you're always like, if you're lucid, you kind of always feel young because your thoughts are yours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know, once your thoughts are no longer yours and your mind starts slipping, maybe that's when you're like, fuck, I'm old. But
nah, when I wake up and I'm just like in pain or some shit, that's when I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm old. Because the other day I went to the gym and then I woke up the next day, I thought I broke both my arms at the fucking gym, bro. I'm dead ass. I'm laying on the couch and I'm thinking, you know how like sometimes you go to sleep and you lay on your arm and it gets numb. I wasn't even laying on my arm. It just felt like it was not working. Like,
so your arms are there,
I'm just
and
like,
they just start
what
losing
the
circulation.
Fuck? Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? I try to bend my shit. I was like, oh, this is bad. I gotta start going back to the gym, bro. I'm out of shape. I'm an out of shape piece of shit.
All right, so this next part, I think it's actually funny to bring up. Like, this is the most man shit to do.
The most man shit?
Yeah,
I don't think this is about to be.
Because we're sitting here having drinks, Jameson. And something that came across was that more women in the U.S. Are becoming alcoholics.
Yeah, they're depressed.
Yeah, because now they're being independent. They're becoming independent.
Well, they're turning into men.
I was like, the correlation there is hilarious. It's like, well, independent women are on the rise. Alcoholic women are on the rise. And honestly, the way, like, obviously men are way higher.
In terms of drinking?
Yeah.
Oh.
But they said that if it stays the same rate,
they'll outpace us?
They'll outpace men.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised by that.
They didn't have a lot of like statistics, like percentages. But the one that they did have is that apparently mortality rates based off of like alcohol abuse has risen 14% since like 2020.
What article or website is this?
This is it's on NBC.
Oh, okay. Take that with a grain of salt. These motherfuckers be making up shit.
Yeah, if it's in line with what I was
confirmation bias. Nah, any major news outlet, for the most part, like, you gotta take that shit with a grain of salt because they're always being paid by somebody to do some kind of study. And it's like, we want to sell these new cigarettes, so why don't you guys do some research on how cigarettes aren't bad for you? Oh, research finds.
Well, what would be the benefit, or who would benefit from an article stating that women need to stop drinking, or that the alcoholism in women are rising? Who would benefit from that?
People who make drugs for like weight loss or to, I guess, help with hangovers, shit like that.
Maybe. Or I guess even like therapists and stuff.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. And somebody will read that, and because women be reading shit and then WebMD themselves to death. Oh my God, I'm an alcoholic because you had drinks twice this week.
Yeah, and I've read several articles about the same thing, and it's like very quickly do they categorize somebody as like alcoholic. They're like, how many drinks a day do you have? 1, 2 a day? Well, let's slow down, guy, because that's 14 a week. You're an alcoholic. It's like, yo, I just had 2 drinks.
Yo, dead ass. You ever like have something happen to you and then you go looking up the symptoms and shit?
Yeah, I used to do it all the time, and though I realized that I had 7 months to live every time I looked it up. I'm like, dude, my fucking chest hurts. Let me fucking Google this.
Yeah.
I'm dying.
Pancreatic cancer.
Yeah. Call 911.
Right.
Cool.
No. Yeah, I don't know what's happening with this country, but it's like everybody is self-diagnosing themselves with everything. And then people are overusing.
Yeah, because you can't trust the people that are supposed to diagnose you anymore.
You can't actually, no. And you know what's wild is like I'm going to see the doctor for like the first time in like 10 years. And I had to like dead ass Google doctors and look at reviews and shit. Cause I'm like, I'm not going to walk in here. First of all, some of these people are idiots. Like, let's just be honest. Like some of these people are very good in school, very good at like passing tests, but are just fucking stupid. So I don't want to end up in a situation where, look at me, I'm calling a doctor stupid. How fucking pompous or arrogant am I?
On our podcast.
Yeah, Jesus. Or then I got an IQ of 100. But nah,
And
like,
the one that agrees with you is a 97.
I must be doing something wrong here. He's not even supposed to be understanding what I'm talking about.
Right, I'm in line with everything you're saying. Not questioning any of it.
Oh my God. But nah, real shit, man. Like you have to question people giving you advice, especially medical or health advice. Like if everything is, take a pill. I don't want that shit. I don't trust it because half the time the side effects for this shit be worse than what the fuck you going through.
Yeah, I remember like shout out to my wife. She had surgery a few months after giving birth to my second son. And they were so quick to like, well, here's a prescription for Oxy.
Yeah.
And she was like, I'm not fucking taking that.
So she can be hooked on that shit like the rest of America.
Yeah. But she didn't take it. We never even went to CVS to take, like, to pull it out. Because she was like super afraid to like even take one.
Yeah. As she should be.
So addictive.
Yeah.
It's meant to be
opioid.
addictive. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's the reason why Johnson & Johnson, all these places getting sued. Y'all didn't hear that from me though. Like I ain't got nothing to do with that. I love Johnson & Johnson. Y'all baby powder never caused cancer.
9/11 was an inside job. We just start saying crazy shit. We already shadow banned.
Can't get much worse.
I really don't think so.
We kind of climbing out of the climbing
yeah,
out
we're
of the
gonna
hole.
fucking get kicked right back in.
Yeah, especially after that one. That was wild. Yeah. But nah, since we're on a topic of like conspiracy theories and shit, there's so much like lying and scamming going on. So you remember a while ago we talked about Brick Girl, the one who supposedly got hit with a brick and made a whole big fucking scene.
Yep.
She's balling out on her IG. Got like 40 bands from the GoFundMe. Now she fucking eating top tier dinners, buying all this fancy shit.
She better watch out. She about to really get hit with a brick. She keep flashing that lifestyle just because.
And then
some people.
Real shit. And then the Cheesecake Factory girl. So there's, I don't know if you didn't see the video, there was a woman who went on a date with a guy and she refused to get out the car because the guy took her to the Cheesecake Factory for dinner or a date or whatever. And she said that was beneath her standards. So it sparked this whole viral outrage thing, more gender war shit. And apparently all that was bullshit. So some people are saying that she is a therapist and an actress, and she only did that to promote her upcoming podcast, which kind of feels contradictory to me. Like, do you want people dragging you and dogging you on the internet because you have a podcast?
That's an odd combination, first of all. I'm an actress and a therapist.
Oh, no, I think it's perfect. Because she's acting like she's giving you useful advice.
So every therapist is an actor?
Basically, to some level. It's all sales, bro. It's mind fucking.
Okay, so she's starting a podcast.
Yeah.
Which
what the fuck she talking about, but good luck. We should make her take an IQ test.
The amount of people that ask other people, I'm really interested in, like, people need to take more IQ tests. Like, more people need to. Because it's a humbling experience. I will say that.
You said it like you really mean that shit.
Every night I go home and I'm like, 97. I know I could have done better.
You pull out a book.
I'm starting to study and shit. But the amount of people that be like, oh, you should take a IQ test. I'm like, I'm pretty sure you probably score poorly, but they also probably don't have a podcast, so they're just making TikTok videos.
Why you go shade the TikTok influencers? There's nothing wrong with that.
I guess not.
But what is this, like, this age that we're in now where people are just like saying anything to get notoriety? Is fame that addicting to where people will go out of their way to set up tripods in the parking lot while they're going to Target?
I think it is. I mean, if you equate fame to financial freedom, which is
the ultimate end goal.
Yeah.
You don't think they value the fame over the money, though? Because if it was about money, there's easier ways to do it than to embarrass yourself on the internet. There's too much, like, stress that comes with
Are
it.
there easier ways? Are there quicker routes to getting rich quick?
Hell yeah, especially for a woman.
I guess.
For a dude, I mean, the risks kind of like outweigh the reward. But for a woman, yeah. OnlyFans, what? Be a millionaire in a year.
Yeah, but I don't want to, pop my pussy on screen. I'd rather just look like a fucking idiot on TikTok.
And scam innocent people.
Yeah, that's what I'd rather do.
Yeah, that's so much better.
So
You're
I don't
joking,
know.
right?
Yeah, I am.
Okay, yeah, that was.
But I think that's the logic, because if you can combine the two, right, financial freedom and fame,
Yeah.
then you can pretty much do whatever you want. I mean, you're known now in the space. You'll probably get to know people that you're fans of,
and you can pawn shit off on them. Yeah.
Like,
man, I don't know.
The internet, social media, they made that a possibility for everybody. Why do we have this podcast?
I thought I was trying to help people, but apparently not.
No one wants to be helped.
That's true.
I mean, we gauged that off of the first 10 episodes that we released, where we were actually trying to help people and have conversations about our own life experiences and how we maneuvered them, and maybe advice for people that may be in that exact position and how they can get around that.
And we had people
we had a therapist come in to talk about that. We had a financial advisor talk about how you guys can put more money in your pocket, be smarter on the way that you do it. We've had a couple people. We had marriage counselors on here to talk about it. You guys weren't interested, but once I making fun about Larry and how he's black, you guys want to fucking start hitting that like button a little more.
Yeah, nah. Or when we were,
I don't know if I should cut that part out.
when we had the War on Women episode, like that's one I knew
people don't give a shit about,
and not only that, but also like the internet has put us in a box. And they're like, okay, we know what type of person wants to see your content. Let's push this to them.
Yeah.
It's like people who want to be angry at women for no fucking reason.
Is it no fucking reason, though?
I don't know if you're trying to bait me here. What are you doing?
Is it no fucking reason, though?
I think it's no reason. I think like young men who are lonely or not getting no pussy, whatever the case may be, I think if they focus more on developing themselves, they'd be less angry at women. That's just me personally. I feel like if you went and got in the gym, started making 60, 70,000 a year, you'd have a more positive outlook on life.
Maybe.
You don't feel better when you got more money in your pocket?
Yeah, but
all right then. What are we talking about? Case closed.
I got you made your point.
Yeah. Episode over. Thank y'all for coming to the Man Cave podcast.
No, I mean, I think that as women become more, I think to kind of go into the conversation we had last week, like women becoming more independent, they're just shrugging guys off more and more. And men, like you said, see too much value in how women view them, that then if a woman doesn't value them just existing, then
It's resentment.
yeah, and fuck you, fuck all women. And then they get into that cycle of it. But yeah, if you build value within yourself first,
Yeah.
you might start pulling in more women in line with where you are at that point.
You know what's crazy? There's 2 podcasts you probably never heard of. The first one is The Roommates. I think the dude's name is Hafiz or something. But what he does is he basically talks to young men about how to be more professional, how to make money, how to do all these things. But he's not like the average red pill content creator where he's like dogging women out left and right. He's like trying to be like a stand-up dude for the most part, I think. I haven't seen anything from him that would suggest otherwise. His channel grew maybe to like 100, 200, 300,000 over the, like this. He did it for a long time. Like he was doing it for a long time. And then motherfucking Fresh and Fit came along. Mm-hmm. And within a year's time, had damn near 1 million subscribers. And I'm just like, yo, like.
It was a lot of their content misogynistic. I didn't really watch their stuff.
The clip where the viral shit was.
Okay.
It was more like, oh, these dumb bitches, blah, blah, blah. I mean, they had stuff too where they were like talking about like, oh, stack your bread. Don't be out here just buying dumb shit. Get in the gym. Learn a trade. Like, they were doing that stuff, but they built their foundation on dunking on women. And it was so obvious how like leaning more into the polarizing negative shit gets you the attention that you want, but it also puts you in a box that you probably didn't have intentions on being. Because I feel like all that type of content at some point is just gonna get axed. Like they're not even gonna let people on the internet when they start talking about red pill this or Andrew Tate.
Yeah, I mean, most people. I don't know if most people get on the internet with that intention. I mean, maybe Fresh and Fit didn't start up. Well,
Most
let's
likely
start
not.
polarizing,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But
they
like
saw
you
the
said,
money.
it's once they put that clip out, and that is what got the most attention. Well, let's do it again.
Yeah.
Like people need to realize, like, oh, the way that you react to the content influences the content itself.
But it's no different from us. Like when we had some of our best.
We fall into the same cycle.
Yeah.
Because we were working hard on this and we wanted to grow.
Exactly.
And when we put something out there
and
it gets some kind of attention, we try our hardest to duplicate it in order to keep that attention.
Right.
And it sucks because it alters your content.
It does.
We're nowhere where we started a year ago.
Yeah.
Because now instead of just coming in and doing what we want to do it for a purpose outside of just me and you.
Yeah.
If we're going to work hard, we're going to show up week to week and we're going to put it out there. We want other people to kind of see value in it.
Yeah.
And then, so we fall into the same cycle. I mean, that's just, I think content creation in its own is
it's almost like we are, I'm just going to say like a convenience store, right? So if you go into a convenience store, you want Frosted Flakes. The store doesn't have it. So you don't go back to that store. Next time you go in there, they got Frosted Flakes. They got corn flakes. They got every kind of fucking flake you could possibly want. You're more likely to come back to that store because they're selling what you want. And it's no different from content on the internet. Like YouTube itself is designed to push you into content that they feel like you're going to be interested in. So if our videos are Like if our best videos are talking about like, you know, why I hate women or why all women's titties are flat, like then yeah, I'm gonna look at them like, okay, something's working. Like maybe I need to kind of like.
Well, that's why I had said what I said earlier, right?
First of all, don't do that. Like I didn't hear what you said or something.
We'll put out the clips that we think are like funny. They're non-polarizing, right? They're maybe more informational, and it's like doesn't hit, no traction. Nobody liked it. 25-30% viewer retention. I make a joke about, hey, Larry's black. His black experience is a joke to me. You know,
Yeah.
3,000, 2,000 views, comments, more likes, more subscribers. I'm like, maybe let me keep doing it. I enjoy doing it. Don't get me wrong. Don't get it fucking twisted.
Yo.
But that's exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. And I don't know. I didn't get into this to be like, I guess, an entertainer, even though I know that's what the job is. I was more so just trying to be like, I guess, for lack of a better word, a good Samaritan. I'm like, man, I've overcome a lot of shit in my life. And I've gotten to a place in my life by hook or crook, to where like I can actually give value to people. Like, and I feel like anybody who's ever asked me for advice or for help and executed on that, like they're in a much better place. So I'm like, damn, like maybe like this is my way of giving back. And I'm sure like there are people who walk away from our podcast and feel like, damn, like, you know, these dudes really got their shit together. Like I appreciate this type of shit. But it's few and far between, which is kind of like, I'm not gonna say like it's hurtful. Like I'm grateful if we have 3 people watching because, you know, we're not celebrities. We're not fucking athletes. Well, I am. You're just some regular ass dude.
I'm a fat. There was a joke in there somewhere.
You fucked up. It's probably because you're wearing the same shirt as your cup. But
and my phone.
Oh, that's actually fire. Like some anime shit.
But continue.
No, you threw me off. That was on purpose. So that's all good.
No.
No. But I landed where I wanted to.
No, I agree 100%. I mean, I don't. But how sustainable is that kind of content? Like,
I guess we're gonna find out. We're only a year in. You know what I'm saying? We're almost at 400 subs. So if you're watching this video, like, subscribe, and share with someone that you love, not someone that you hate, because we don't put out that type of content.
I agree.
Yeah.
Anyway, did you have anything else? I know that you started off with the.
I guess we can end it with this. Your girl Jada Pinkett, shit went full circle at this point.
What happened?
She put out her book and it's not doing what she thought it was going to do. It's not like a best-selling.
Yeah, weird. A woman that's now viewed as a fucking villain and not a good person.
Right.
Isn't being supported. Odd. It's almost as if she gave away everything before, and now there's really no point in reading the book. It's like surprising.
Yeah.
At this point, I think if Will wrote a book and just dropped
people
it, that would make
inclined.
so much money.
Yeah, people would be more inclined. Like, let me hear his side of shit. Yeah, there's power in silence and like mystery. She has neither of those.
Yeah.
She's come off at this point as somebody who needs fucking help. And nobody wants to read the book of a psycho. Sorry to say it. I don't mean to call her out her name, but you tried to exploit your husband in your relationship for financial gain. Maybe you made some money. I'm sure you fucking got more money than I do. Kudos to you. But when it's all said and done, like, I'm not shitting on my family on the internet just to make a fucking dollar.
Yeah. So Will definitely has to write a book. Just drop it out of nowhere.
That's some Beyonce album shit. Yeah.
Call it like Will It End?
Will It End?
Yeah. I'm sure that shit will make some money.
Name 3 Will Smith songs.
Fuck, I knew a lot. There's the Wild Wild West.
That don't count. That's a movie. Give me something that's not a movie.
Summertime.
Okay, I fuck with Summertime.
That's not a movie because my other job was Men in Black. I got it.
Parents just don't understand.
I've heard the title. Hear the song though.
Yeah, bro. Just the two of us.
Which was that one?
What?
Sing it.
Just the two of us. And me and my son. And he don't got a gun. Going to fun. Like corny ass rapper, bro. But you know what? Maybe that's why she dogging the shit out of him. Because she woke up one day and was like, this motherfucker can't rap.
And you Tupac can rap.
Right.
If she about to sit here and actually compare like Will rap to Tupac rap, I get it. I get it now. But you know that Will's rapping was like trash when people in my religious circle was like, if you want to listen to rap, you got to listen to Will Smith.
Oh my God, not Jehovah's Witnesses. Damn,
Jehovah's Witnesses were hyping that up. They was like, because I respect it. He's great at what he does. Yeah. He doesn't use profanity.
Yeah.
I was like, oh man, he's trash. I was like, these fucking Jehovah's Witnesses over here are hyping his shit.
There's no way they don't allow you to breathe. Homie, but you're gonna let you listen to Will Smith.
There was a group of people in that congregation that I was at that walked out of Spider-Man 2 because it was too violent. That's the time they're on.
Spider-Man 2.
Doc Ock.
Oh. It was too violent?
They said it was too violent. They didn't like it. That's not what they wanted in the Spider-Man.
Isn't that movie like PG?
It's PG-13.
Oh, yeah.
The best of the trilogy, in my opinion.
That movie was very good.
Fucking great.
That movie was very good.
But they walked out of it because it was too violent. What's some other stuff that, if I can recall... have you ever seen the movie Monster House? It's a cartoon animated movie. It came out years ago.
Monster House. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
They had a whole conversation on, I think one of the elders is what they're called.
Okay. Are those the people in charge?
Yeah.
Okay.
Use that movie as a example in one of his one of the congregations.
Sermons.
Yeah. Where it was they advertise it as a kid's movie, but it's about a house being possessed by a woman, and it gets into spirits and the real demonic message behind it. I'm like, it's a fucking kid's movie. You guys are reaching.
Yeah, I don't know. The religion shit, they be getting out of control. Because even when I was a kid, I had Yu-Gi-Oh cards, and my aunt was like, "Oh no, you don't need to be playing with those. Those are demonic." Yeah,
Hello Kitty is demonic.
How?
That they said that too. I don't know where they were getting that. I think it was because she didn't have a mouth.
So what the fuck is that symbolic of?
I have no idea. I remember they said something, they explained it, but I can't recall what the reason
everything
was.
is evil at that point. Fucking Elmo was the devil because he read. Count Dracula. What was his name?
I want to suck your dick.
Wow, what the fuck?
Is that not what he says?
Bro, you be taking shit all the way to the left. There's no way you just said that shit about a Sesame Street character.
I thought you said Count Dracula.
What is the Count's name on Sesame Street?
Is it Count Chocula?
That's not Count Chocula. It's the Count. He's just the Count, period.
So Dracula.
Dracula is a different character. I fucked it up. It's the Count.
Oh,
because he's Von, too.
Okay, I got it.
Yo, you out of fucking pocket, bro. No, regardless of what count I was talking about, it was no reason for you to say what you said.
What did I even say?
I'm not repeating.
Say it again.
That's the end of the episode.
No. We still got 10 minutes.
See, George is in his element tonight. He just came in here I'm just going to fuck around. I'm going to drink this Jameson, and I'm going to say the most outlandish shit that I can think of. And nobody can stop me. That's exactly what you was thinking, right?
Along the lines.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
That's it.
I do want to say one last thing though.
Uh-huh.
What's his name? Matthew Perry passed away.
Fuck Friends. or Seinfeld, whatever the fuck he was on. That shit was trash.
Y'all need to
Friends
drag
was
him.
trash.
Y'all need to drag him 100%.
I ain't dragging him.
Y'all need to drag him.
Oh, you drag me? I didn't say nothing about Matthew Perry, but Friends was trash.
No, but you just you sound horned to me saying he
I
passed
didn't
away.
sound horn. I air horned. I didn't know that's what you was about to talk about.
That's crazy, Larry. You about to get caught up in something.
I don't know what you're trying to say.
I
bro.
was just bringing it up because I was a fan of the
I
show.
didn't know that.
And
You was a fan of Friends?
I was a fan of Friends.
Y'all didn't watch Friends growing up. First of all, nobody was. Maybe y'all did. Maybe Hispanic people loved Friends, actually.
Bro, it was a peek behind the curtain of white people.
Yeah,
We
I'm about to say,
definitely
y'all
gonna watch
low-key worship white people.
that. Low key? High key, motherfucker. What the fuck you mean low key?
Why, though?
Supreme
What?
race.
Supreme race. Holy shit. Supreme race. Wow. Last time I heard you talk about Supreme was tacos. But
Taco Supreme.
I guess.
But no, I was just gonna say that it sucked to hear him because again, I was a
He was
fan
young.
of the
He was
show.
only like 54.
Yeah, and they're saying it was a drowning. Is what I was reading. I was like drowning. You don't really hear 50-something-year-olds drown.
I thought he was in his own home. Also, he has a pool. Is what you're saying?
I guess. I don't know.
I'm gonna be honest, but like when I hear weird ass shit like that, I can't help but wonder, like, this man get murdered in his house?
I was as soon as I read that he like the what's it called? Cause of death was drowning. I was like, someone killed him.
Because how the fuck?
How do you like what?
If he has a pool in his house, he clearly is an expert
You swim
swimmer.
like regularly.
There's no fucking way. Not to get weird on the
But-
podcast, but that's kind of. And then it's like, okay, if you have enough balls to go out and murder a celebrity, clearly you have connections all over the fucking world. So the last thing you're worried about is it coming out in the news that he could have potentially been murdered. Think about how many people have died and nobody ever questioned the cause of death. Like, it happens all the time.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, coroner said drowned. So that's
Yeah.
what it was.
OD.
Close the case.
Yeah. That's true.
Somebody kill me, or if I just randomly end up dead, it was probably George. So investigate him. I'm saying that here and now.
If the channel blows up,
Try and get me out of the business. That's crazy. That's crazy. He's like, nah, I want 100%.
like 50%. The fuck? But nah, R.I.P. Matthew Perry. He played a phenomenal character in Chandler, which was like a comfort character to a lot of people.
Why? Because he was the only non-idiot on the show.
Kind of, but he was just super silly. He was alongside Joey and Phoebe, being
was
one of
the
the more
idiot.
like
Phoebe
likable
was the
characters. It was definitely sad to hear him
Yeah.
pass.
Yeah.
And then now it's like I was a fan of his work in the show. A couple of movies like The Whole Nine Yards, Fools Rush In. A couple of movies that I know he's in that I did enjoy when I watched. But I didn't really follow him outside of his work.
Personal life.
But apparently he was going through some personal issues, had been for a long time. So I hope it's not related to that because that would even like push it
Kinda
even
like a
further.
right there.
Yeah.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Let's cut that out.
But
yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah. No, I mean, he didn't do anything wrong in the world, so obviously it's a loss. But George just depressed us all for the end of the podcast. So thank you for
making it this far.
We will see you all next week. And I promise you, next week, I'm going to make George come in and tap dance and eat a taco at the same time.
You know what? I wanted to plan this, and thank you for reminding me. We're going into November. November 2nd, I believe, is when this is coming out. Christmas is around the corner.
Happy Halloween.
I was gonna say, should we buy gifts or get gifts for each other to reveal to one another, like on our Christmas episode?
I don't want to buy a gift for you.
You don't have to buy. You can make me something.
You're a grown ass man.
Why don't you make me like macaroni art or some shit?
Why don't I make you a do-rag?
I would love that.
Yeah,
I was
I'm
gonna
sure you
actually
would.
look for a do-rag today to come in and dress up as cultural appropriation. That was gonna be my costume, but I couldn't find a do-rag.
Yo.
George about to come to work as a fucking DEI investigator. Wow.
But yeah, I thought it would be like fun if
I'll think about it.
all right.
See y'all next week. Same time, same day, same shit. Love you. Like, subscribe, share. Peace.